Heyo, what up, League? Was a little sick this week, so voice is a little wonky. Welcome to Coffee with the Commish. Mm, Should have put some half and half in that. To recap real quick. Last week, week 4. Um, Man, what a week! It says. It's featuring drunk uncles beating Tom Brady's new wife. So Josh moving to 4-0 after beating Mallory. What could have been, it says. Tom Brady's new wife lost by 11.4 points to drunk uncles, and we know they've got to be upset. This is one of those losses where you walk into the locker room and ask your team what just happened. We imagine there may be some strong words from the coach for Will Lutz, who only put up 4 points compared to their projected 8.5. Hopefully, team leader Christian McCaffrey, who just played last night, will provide some inspirational words of encouragement for next week. Or they'll tell Will Lutz to walk home. We'll see. Man, fantasy football indeed. Making up some stuff like that. Standings, man. We've got Josh undefeated still, followed by your very own Coo Bunnies. Then we got Jacob and Andrew rounding out 3 teams at 3-1. Glenn sitting at 2-2, looking pretty solid. Then we've got a bunch of 1-3 teams, basically the whole back half of the league. We got Elena, Mallory, Don and Melissa, Olivia, and Davis. Lots of room for growth there. I mean, someone from that group is guaranteed to make the playoffs. Wouldn't be surprised if it's multiple people. We've seen bigger comebacks, and we got a longer season this year. So that'll be cool. Man, last week, Justice Hill went off 35 points. Genty, who that was a big trade between Andrew and Liv, I believe, which with Kyron Williams, Genty went off last week. Kyron went off last night. I mean, yet to see who's won that trade. It's been pretty interesting so far. Yeah, man, last night, pretty good game, fantasy wise. Had some big numbers put up. I don't have that in front of me right now, but yeah, the week's already started. Yeah. I thought we would do mini week this week, but with getting a little sick, we'll probably do that next week, and then we'll probably get rolling with like a special week, like every other week from then on. Just a heads up. But yeah, just kind of easing into the season. Easing into the season. um, yeah, false starters from last week. Packers defense for Andrew, -5 points. AJ Brown still, man, having a tough year. The Eagles are just not looking amazing unless you're Jalen Hurts, I guess. Even Saquon Barkley has not been putting up the numbers that I was hoping he would for me. So is what it is. And then David Montgomery, after going off on Liv's bench, put up 1.2 points for RIP. Yeah, and then Genty was the game changer for Andrew against Davis there. Um, yeah, I don't have the exact matchups from last week. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yep, so I lost to Glenn by 14 points. GG Glenn. Melissa and Don beat Liv to go to 1-3, put both of them at 1-3. Josh getting the victory over Mallory, Andrew over Davis, and Jacob, the juggernaut from last week, shout out, over Elena, who had a great game herself at 126. Both those teams looking scary. And then let's see what we got for this week coming up. We got me and Jacob battling it out. My team finally getting hit with the injury bug. Lamar Jackson, man, with the hammy. Man, I don't know, dude. Kind of seemed like he gave up on his team. There was some talk about that, but now it's looking like he's going to be out 2 to 3 weeks. That's kind of a bummer. But we persevere. Yeah, Jacob's team is looking scary. Then we got Don and Melissa versus Josh. Can they bring Josh down? But Josh already looking nice with the 19.5 performance from Puka Nakua. Which, man, Josh, I remember just like clowning on you for taking Puka with your first pick. And that turned out to be genius. Good stuff, dude. My apologies. Olivia and Glenn, 1-3 versus 2-2. Man, will Glenn go to 3-2 and drop Olivia to 1-4, or will she even up their records? That's going to be a big one. But Olivia starting off strong with Kyron Williams and Devontae Adams both having double-digit games. We got Mallory and Davis. Looks like that should be a close one. Two 1-3 teams could look to improve. Someone's going to be 1-4, guaranteed by the end of this week. Mallory already putting up 23.9 points with Christian McCaffrey, and then rounding it out, we got Andrew and Elena this week. Yeah, interesting matchups. We're getting into the meat of our season here. Buys are happening, injuries, getting a little crazy. Um, yeah, waiver order currently. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that. We already started this week. So yeah, man, looking good. I just want to take this time to complain about how I have scored the most points with my team so far and have the second most points scored against me. Elena's had a lot of points scored against her too. It's looking crazy. That's always a fun thing to do when you have the most points scored and also a lot of points scored against you. Have a beer, complain about it to whoever's beside you. I'm sure they'll love it. Maybe I can complain to Andrew or Davis about that this week. Don and Melissa were in town last week. We didn't really get to watch much football together. We got together on Monday night. They were busy. They were bopping all around Washington, getting stuff done. Yeah. So it seems like fall is officially here. Grab a pumpkin spice latte. Maybe bet a pumpkin spice latte on your teams this week. Yeah, I'll try and get this rolling a bit more. Just was a bit busy this last couple weeks. We'll get mini week, not this week, next week. Then we'll get started on all the other fun weeks, kind of going every other week. Sweet. All right. Love you guys. Bye.